Well, never mind. I thought it was going to be nice.
We thought you were going to be nice to us. Hey, this fits with the priest.
Kinda does.
Yeah.
Did
Ooh.
you get some Ave Maria going?
I'm so excited. Woohoo! This is for me.
This makes me think of the Riddler.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing.
What a great voice he has. Oh my god.
Huh? My name? What's it mean, input my name? What? Is this some kind of dream? What's going on here? What on earth? Why can't I speak? Nothing comes out when I try. All around me. Damn, it's pitch black. I can't see anything. My name? What's going on here? Who's there anyway? What's happening here? Answer me! What? My name automatically? What does that mean? I mean, how am I supposed to input anything? Wait, at least answer me. I have no idea what's... Hey! Say my name. I need to say my name? But I can't speak. It's Michelle. My name is Michelle. Michelle Bollinger. That's my name. My full name. Please work. Seventh layer? Wait! Gah! In that moment, the darkness was gone. What enveloped me next was a clear blue sky. After it jutted off my spine, I realized I wasn't standing on anything. My own screams thundered in my ears. I was falling. What? Whoa! Ah! There's nothing to hold on to. Need an explanation what's going on? That's exactly what I want too. Some random words forced me to give my name out of nowhere. And then I was thrown up into the sky. And now I was plummeting. That was all I knew. It's over. Thinking it wasn't gonna help. I'm dead. Mika,
Dreaded
voice.
question mark.
Get up! Hey, get up! On! Get up already!
So bright. What the? Mika?
Good, you moved! You were completely still, so I was pretty sure you were dead!
What? Who is this? And where am I? A graveyard? My eyes still hadn't adjusted to the light as it settled into focus. There was a young girl with softly colored hair looking down at me. I probably had a totally dumbfounded look on my face. It would explain the suspicious yet concerned look she was giving me.
Hey, are you okay? Get it together already! There's you?
Huh? You want to ask me?
Hey, so what happened? You know something about this place, don't you? Who the heck are you? And what the hell's going on here?
What? No, hang on. Don't just freak out on me.
For me! I just, what's the deal here? Why is something crazy like this happening?
Why? I mean, I like to know myself. I don't even know what's happening to begin with.
Wait, so you don't know anything either?
I, at least, can't answer any of your questions. I don't know anything. My mind's still foggy and this little girl's grilling me. I try to look around. What was this? Why a graveyard? And not to mention, after falling right out of the sky, why was I uninjured? And what was that before? This isn't a dream, at least, I think.
I feel dumb for getting my hopes up now. To that crazy way you appeared, I was sure you definitely knew something.
Crazy way I appeared?
Yeah! All of a sudden, the sky was all flashy!
The sky was splashy?
Uh-huh. That's why we were so surprised! We ran over here to see, and you were dead on the ground!
We? Wait a second. I have no idea what you're saying. I don't even know who you are. Greg?
Nellie, I think you should calm down. He's clearly just as confused. It'll only make it worse if you bombard him all at once.
I was so distracted by the little girl that I didn't even notice, but there was someone else here. It was a boy with a gentle-looking demeanor. His hair was a similar color to the girl's. Who are you?
I'm Mell, Nellie's older brother. Nellie is her name, by the way.
Mell?
Is something wrong?
No.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but we're flustered too. We didn't have any ill intent pressing you like this.
He's composed, smart. Still no idea what's going on, but it seems I can get somewhere discussing this with him.
Oh, but Big Brother! Did you really think this guy doesn't know anything? I mean, did you see the way he appeared in the sky?
Indeed, that did make him seem important. It also isn't guaranteed that important people have any information.
No, wait, I want you to wait a second here. What, do you mean by the way I appeared?
I already told you! All flashy-like!
And I told you, I don't know what you mean.
To put it one way, it's like you were a gift from the heavens. You were wrapped in a bright light, and some mysterious power sent you downward.
What? No, come on. Is that a crazy way to put it?
I think so too, but I can't help it if that's how it looked.
You make it sound too cool given the nature of your situation. Rather embarrassing, if might add.
But, you know, it's kind of ridiculous.
Huh?
Give me one moment, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, someone came into my room. Usually, someone's gonna fall from the sky. It's a girl, right? So why do we get some stick in the mud, long-haired chump?
Let me take that back. You're not the reliable character at all. You're the punchable one.
Hey, what's with you? All I did was say what I was thinking.
Be a little more choosy with your words.
Oh, stop it, you two! Come on! We have to hurry up and make sense of the situation!
Yeah, we do.
Yes, you're right. To think that the youngest of all of us was espousing the most wisdom.
So, you have no idea what's going on after all? But you're the same as us, come on! And when we came to, we were in a forest. At first, I thought because I am, so super cute, that we got kidnapped. I really did!
Right, because you're so super cute, Nellie.
What's with these two?
But, you just seem too unreal. I think that's the way to put it. Appearing out of nowhere and all. Come on. So, I had no idea what to think after that. I mean, I had never ever seen anything like that.
And also, the clothes we have on. Aren't they weird? Did you always wear clothes like that?
Huh? Now that you pointed it out, I finally noticed it. The clothes weren't modern at all. Right, they were plain old looking, like we had jumped back a few hundreds of years in history. What's more is that it wasn't just them. Also dressed the same way. This robe looks hard to move around in.
Is this...
Just as Nellie opened her mouth to speak to me amid my bewildered silence.
Huh?
Vaguely, but still enough so that all of us were aware, some change occurred. It was in the air, rather the feeling in the air. The world that surrounded us suddenly changed. Above us, there's something... What?
Yes! Green letters are floating in the air! What's that? What is that?
What the heck am I supposed to say to that?
No, come on. That doesn't explain anything. That's skipping so much.
A game!
Did you figure something out?
I just remembered what happened before we came here. I was trying to download a game.
What? What kind of game?
It was a game that was released in April Fool's this year.
But from where?
From a place called Ryami Heaven, run by someone named Dark Knight.
Ryami Heaven?
Ryami Heaven, yeah.
An indie game site?
An indie game site?
That's how do I put this?
So you downloaded the game from here too, right?
No,
Out with it. We're here in this crazy unknown situation together. Don't go hiding anything from us.
That's my website. Yeah.
You're Mr. Dark Knight?
Yes. I'm Vengeance.
You're the villain!
Wait, no! It's a misunderstanding. A false accusation.
Oh yeah, he's Batman.
How could it be misunderstanding? I got the game from that site and then this happened! What kind of trap did you
was not only a pain, he was the madman developer as well.
It's a misunderstanding. You got it all wrong. And hey, who are you calling a pain?
Look in the mirror. You're a pain in the neck any way you cut it. And what the heck is Royume Heavens even supposed to mean? It translates to Kingdom Heaven.
It's supposed to be Kingdom of Heaven, a great movie.
That's why you're a pain.
Big brother! Our point of discussion isn't how much of a pain Dark Knight is. He made some crazy game, and thanks to him, we got stuck in this game world, right?
What? Sucked into the game world?
Yeah. Look what you got us into.
No, come on, wait a second. You can't... I mean... Getting sucked into a game world. There's no way that could happen. Totally impossible.
But isn't that the only explanation for this right now? I mean, hear that BGM faintly playing too.
In that title, and that text there, and how you appear in the sky!
This is a flippin' RPG!
What? Is that what it is? No, wait. Can we assume that is some kind of magic trick? Sounds way more realistic, right? How could Game World be the first thing that pops up? No way. It's not realistically possible.
I understand that, but that reality is happening here, so it's only obvious we'd suspect the person who made it!
Or, wait, did you make some sort of virtual reality game and...
How could a single indie game maker produce a VR game on this scale? Do you really believe that this is a game world? Perhaps this is just a youthful imagination running wild. Or maybe they know something that I don't. I still can't make any kind of judgment call, but... whatever world this might be, I'm not a bad guy here. Either way, I need to remedy this misunderstanding. For starters, I have no recollection of ever making a game called 7th Lair.
But you released a new game on April Fools! I remember now! The name is the same! The file name was 7th Lair!
No! I really have no idea! Look! The game I wanted to release on April Fools was...
What was it?
Huh?
What?
Now what?
I on the April Fools. What's that game I was going to release?
Don't ask us!
I don't know!
My memories decline by the second. But what's wrong with me? I really can't remember. I'm planning to put something out. That much I remember. But I have no idea what that was. So there's a perfect little hole in my memory. But at the very least, it should not have been an RPG. And 7 Layers in the name I remember giving it.
I just can't believe this game's maker is here! Doing nothing but playing dumb!
Wait! I really don't know! I mean... Right, yeah, even if just hypothetically I did make this game here, then why would I involve myself in it like this? If I was the creator, then wouldn't I give myself a higher position of power? I'm a victim here!
I wonder...
So what?
That makes you the hero, right? You'd obviously give yourself that role. So you want to be the one in this game with the most power.
What? Why do you assume that
We have cards! Roll cards!
Roll cards?
I'm sure you're supposed to have one too! Big Brother and I had one from the beginning! Mine had Mage written on it.
It said priest on mine. It's okay.
I don't have anything like that. Forced to me by the glares I felt around my breast pocket, despite hoping I wouldn't find anything. This slim, paper-thin profile of a card grazed against my fingers. On that card... Whoa! It really said it.
Red-handed!
Indeed.
No, really, believe me!
And now that physical evidence in your hand, how are you going to weasel out of it? You wanted to play adventurer and needed to drag us in to do it. That's it, right?
Speechless as expected!
You're wrong. You don't know what it's like to be a creator. Your perspective is completely that of an end user. Of course, some creators would like to be a character in the game. Not saying that's wrong or anything. But Dark Knight, Ryomi Heaven isn't like that. You two don't understand my games.
To actually talk about understanding!
Right?
I do not wish to be a player in my game. I'm the creator. The one and only god of Ryomi Heaven. I don't want to be Adam and Eve.
This guy.
Adam and Eve.
I'm the Alpha and Omega. With my creations, I enjoy watching the users flare as they complain endlessly about it. If I play a tabletop RPG, I'm not a player. I'm the game master. I want to see the players rack their brains around over my constant impossible quests. Who would willingly throw themselves into a map littered with traps of their own design.
You have definitely been told you're a terrible game master.
You need to emphasize with the players a little.
That's why Dark Knight's games always get grilled for having terrible controls.
And that's why Ryomi Heaven users keep twiddling.
You shut up!
You're just taking it out on us! Ah!
Taking it out on us, indeed.
This is another reason why I wouldn't be the hero.
And that is?
I absolutely never fight on the front lines.
Huh?
Rather than taking charge and diving into enemy lines, I like to mull around in the back, debuffing. I'm way more enamored with curses and afflictions than flashy attacks or healing spells. Poison, petrify, paralysis, sleep, curse, evade down, all the stat debuffs, and that's what's fun to me. A type of person like that could never be the hero.
Why say something like that? That's so brazenly.
That's the worst class to have when the game's unbalanced.
So, on everyone targets first.
And?
What? There's more?
The naming of these classes are too simple. If it were me, I'd...
You named them something way more cringy.
Who's Quincy? Huh?
But if that Knight's really is the culprit here, something is still way off. When he's, vehemently defending himself isn't quite right,
But I still think that you're some kind of key to this. I mean,
Right. The moment we opened the game from the site, we found ourselves here and all.
Wait a second. I didn't ask before, but did you two post on a forum on Ryomi Heaven?
Yeah, we're regulars. Recently, that JB guy has been harassing you a lot. And in response to that, you made it a big deal that you were gonna have something on April Fool's.
So the regulars on the site got pretty curious about that.
Regulars. Mell. Oh, so you're that Mell. No wonder I felt like I heard it before. You used that name to make posts.
Yeah. I was using my real name online.
And Nellie, who are you? I don't remember that name.
I go by the name Pinky Rose.
I wonder if I'm the only one who thinks that's nice. I remember that name too. I see. So you two really were on my site. It's an odd feeling, meeting someone in real life that I only ever seen online.
I definitely didn't think an IRL meetup would be like this. Well, you probably had no intention of hosting one anyway.
No!
But honestly, even if you said you were gonna have one, I wouldn't have gone. So, right around April Fools, there were people posting on forums about a new game.
Yeah, right. Aside from you two, JB, Paw, Aid, and also Imeon.
I wonder if that means they're here with us?
No way.
But then again, we had no reason to believe that it's only us here. The cause of this was opening that game that we downloaded. They could also very well be involved in this.
And that's true. Are you here too, Imeon?
I think I can believe that you didn't make this game. But, don't you at least know something? Anything? Even something really minute?
I never even thought about making an RPG, so...
Think of something?
Just once, I thought about making one, but I ditched it. The only thing that came of it was a loosely compiled outline. Class titles and everything basically were all placeholders. It's been 4 years since I thought of it.
That's ages ago!
At the time, I thought an RPG would be good for my first release, though, in the end, it turned into more of a sim-type game.
Fairy House, right? I actually really like that one.
Oh, really? That's a little unexpected. I felt I only ever complained about online. Maybe she's being nice and now that we're face to face, or maybe it's just fluff. Whatever.
Why did you stop making the RPG?
No reason, really. I just got sick of working on it. Though, truthfully, I couldn't manage all the settings and couldn't quite flesh out detailed stories, so I never got on top of it. If I say that, they'll say something like, that happens to all beginners. The detailed story?
Oh, what's the matter?
Honestly, since it was 4 years ago, I don't really remember. I didn't even decide on a name for it. But I remember the outline vaguely. The intro, I think I remember, involves the protagonist getting taken to another world and descending into a graveyard.
Why didn't you have him come down in the graveyard of all places?
I wanted to make it a little unique.
Going grind hard just to be edgy is pointless.
Shut up already!
But, yeah, this is it. We're in that scenario. What's going on here?
It was just a failed project. So why is it happening like this?
A world of a game that was never meant to be released. And here we are, experiencing it for real. It's starting to feel more like a mystery.
Really? It's not very well done for a mystery.
Well, I'm so sorry it's not to your liking.
No. I didn't mean to dish you here. No. Dark Knight, mysteries, have to give the reader some complex, imagination that they need to solve, Something like an objective. We've just been thrown into something randomly with no clue what's happening. We don't have anything close to an objective right now. This isn't even enough for a lead-in.
I originally thought that she was a ditzy type, but now I'm starting to reconsider my opinion of her.
Hey, I bet you just had a mean thought, didn't you?
No, nothing like that. Objective, true. I have no idea what it is we're supposed to do. Though a vague objective, meaning Clearing the game, perhaps? As in something we're supposed to do.
But why not?
In order to understand what's going on, and also to return to where we came from.
Do you have any proof that we can go back if we beat the game?
Have nothing like that. However, games to begin with are basically things that let you experience the unreal, whatever medium it may be. And when that ends, the unreal is over. You essentially return back to reality. At least, that's how I see it. Is it really some kind of game world? Or is it some kind of delusion on a massive scale? Who would have set up something like this? Can't make any judgments yet. But if what's happened so far is according to the flow of a game, then that must mean it wants us to continue. Let me speculate. Purely hypothetical, of course. None of us can determine by what method this came to be, but if this is a game world, or an imitation of one, moreover, if it's based on a project that I scrapped, then I should be able to predict the flow of the story, at least to a degree. I wasn't the creator of 7th Lair. However, it's based on my outline, and for the guy who made that outline to be here in some way, there's an advantage in our favor. So first, we head to the starting village.
And beat this game.
Huh?
Me, I just want to know what the heck this place is. And also if there's any actual danger for us here. But, if I can be with you, big brother, I don't really care where we are.
Right. Me too. I can be with you. I'm fine with wherever I am.
Eh? That's weird. It's like you two want to be in your own world. But, I mean, won't your family be worried about you?
It doesn't really matter. If this isn't the real world, then why should our family matter at all?
No, it's not like... Anyway, I've been wondering for a bit now. But why do you think that this isn't the real world? Maybe it's all a big construct, or some extension of reality. You don't think so?
I don't. This isn't reality, It's a game world.
Why though?
I think we'll know soon enough.
But still, we stay here doing nothing. Then the story won't progress, and plus I must get back to the real world. There's someone who's waiting for me.
Huh? Even though you're a friendless shouldn't need?
Now you're going too far. Even I can have a girlfriend.
No, Dark Knight. Having an imaginary girlfriend only amplifies the pain.
She's not imaginary.
I can't believe it. Shouldn't need with a girlfriend. Not to tear the fabric of existence.
A pathetic illusion. Something like that can't possibly exist.
Hey, what are you two getting at?
Whatever. Leaving the imaginary girlfriend aside for now.
She really exists, though.
I'll agree to your plan to move forward. It's true that if we stay here, we'll never know anything. Plus, even if we clear the game, we don't really know if it'll end, right?
It kind of sounds like she doesn't want to return to reality. What's up with these two? Is there something going on with them?
Okay, then let's go. Off to the starting town, or whatever.
Yeah. For now, let's try making progress. Get a grasp of our situations first and foremost. Should also tell them my real name. Nellie, you're Imeon.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. So, is it tomorrow when you get to meet that girl?
Honestly, I have no idea how this will play out.
Oh, I know you're happy inside, lol, but come on, you should be glad you have a fan.
Is she really a fan? I mean, who like this random no-name site in the fringe?
Don't some of us come here because we like it?
Only because I have nothing else to do.
True. There are no other users like her who send those intense mails to you. I almost couldn't believe it when you showed me.
Maybe she's a little suspiciously forward. Could be some kind of trap.
Don't get catfished. You're the type that easily gets scammed.
I like to think I'm not careless enough to get scammed.
I seem to remember you saying that once before. Lol, 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 lol.
You jerk.
But either way, you should be half excited, half on your guard.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna get scammed.
Well, I hear ya. But these things can be landmines. There's no guarantee it's actually a female, and if you waltz up all hopeful, you could be in for a bad time.
Please tell it to be a guy pretending to be a girl.
Even if it is a girl, lol lol, she might be a psycho clingy type, lol 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 lol. I can't wait to hear all the stories you'll have from this. Lol lol.
I should have come to you for help. Imeon? This isn't because I'm overly expecting anything, it's just me being hypothetical, but if it's just some completely normal girl, what should I do?
This loser is actually expecting something. I knew it.
I can see you typing that, you know.
Yeah, well, at the very least, how about you learn to make a cappuccino or something?
I always thought I wanted to be a game creator. I thought I could perfectly reproduce the game worlds I imagined in my head. I thought all the game ideas I had were revolutionary. I thought I could get into a game company, I could make what I wanted to. I thought, I always sing my praises. So I thought. It's likely that most of those with the lavish title of creator thought just as much. They think I'm a genius. That has something special which separates me. Using that special something, I could impress and inspire. Also, that other people's ideas were a drab. Or, for a less delicate way of saying it, I could make something way better than your boring hellfire garbage. Lots of people wouldn't hesitate to say it. Without much doubt in my mind, it was like that too. In some ways, my dream came true. But then, it was crushed. 5 years ago, I found myself with a small developer as I always wanted, was officially working on games. But that place was like a cesspool of despair. Like, when I had a new idea, when we had a brainstorming meeting, or when I made a proposal, or when I made a spec sheet, or when I literally tried to do anything, the people who were considered my superiors would curl their lips into a wicked, sadistic smile and shoot me down repeatedly. I mean, I was new, so things were rough around the edges. But they weren't just there to reshape my ideas, they had to strip them bare and grind them into oblivion. Ragging on others was fun for them and alleviated their stress. Criticism was the easy, you could learn it quickly. Plus, ideas were the easiest to step on before they had really taken shape. It was hard having my ideas rejected. It was almost as if they were saying that my brain was boring, failure of a product. A person can't continue putting out ideas if you constantly trample them. If they could, then they wouldn't be the developer at the bottom of the barrel. To be on bigger projects, putting out huge original titles into the world. But I, for one, as well as others there, weren't that kind of person. So I wore out and eventually became a cog with nowhere to go. There was a time when I scoffed at the routine nature of office work. I come to be amazed at the stability office workers have. A highly functioning cog, as opposed to a stripped, busted one. Night and day difference. And quitting within a year. Would never see the day where a game I created would be released into the world. How could someone who couldn't even endure being on the bottom ever have a chance to release an original title? It's the truth. Cold and hard as it may be, but if I was forced to stay in the toxic sludge, my brain would have eventually rusted. If by the time came, I probably wouldn't have been able to have an original thought anyway. And plus, there are other methods. You said you couldn't make an original title unless you're part of a company. There's no such rule. There's always the indie community, isn't there? Around about that time, indie games were all the rage. They were all over the place in game magazines. One that was really making headlines was a game a college girl made where all you do is raise a bunch of plants. One wasn't really a game at all. Even after millions of downloads, it showed no sign of slowing. I mean, if people were willing to buy that, I could make something too. By myself, if need be. No problem. I would make it happen. Or at least, I thought as much. 4 years ago, I made Ryumi Heaven. Released to the world what would be my first game, Fairy House.
I didn't think Fairy House was bad. Come on, don't get all bummed out. You've still got everything ahead of you, yeah? There might be a spark soon enough. I might just be that no one's aware of it. And luck plays a big role too, I think. Just think about what you're gonna do next.
You only say that because you never made anything before. I've given it out for free and it hasn't even reached 100 downloads yet. And that wasn't bad enough. Just when I thought I would get some reactions, all I get are complaints. I mean, it's free. I let them play for free.
Well, I guess I can understand getting heated. But it won't come together without players. Maybe you could try and get closer to them. The users, I mean.
To only 100 people? Probably less than half of them have ever even played it.
That's at least more than a classroom. A lot more. Maybe Fairy House is just that kind of game. You send messages to fairies, teach them language, and expand conversations. It's just a conversation game. If people could start conversing with them the way they imagine, then their satisfaction will go way up, and it'll be more like a game where you raise them. But as it is now, it's not at the point where you can have a real conversation. That's why they get sick of it and complain. You could make it so that you could sample user data, then update it. The users all contribute and make Fairy House bigger. Something like that would make it unique and maybe fun. I mean, that would be a boatload of work for you. LOL.
You can suggest all that because you're not a creator. But I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, do it. There's no way I can do something like make games, so it's only me running my mouth. But here's what I think. The majority of people have no idea how to make games and don't try to understand. They don't even need to anyway. All they need to understand is how to play it. But now you know how much effort it takes to make a floundering flop of a game. You've learned. Even with a crappy system and a crappy world, you know the time and effort it takes to get that start menu. By completing the first product of Ryumi
Heaven, Imeon.
Ryumi Heaven, you've moved to the side of understanding. I think that's a big first step. You hear?
You know, sometimes I wonder, are you a creator yourself?
I'm just a well of knowledge is all. I get like this after a while. But I don't impart my knowledge on just anyone. It's only because you've made me a fan of Fairy House. Someone's blushing behind the screen. Lol.
I'm not. Could easily make something like this. In reality, that confidence was quickly shattered in the development process. The other girl was a mere college student with no knowledge of game making. There it was with a whole year of professional work under my belt. That was just a case of watch a pro at work. But what resulted was something light years away from millions of downloads, and something that was railed and ridiculed yet again by critics. Imeon consoled me by saying, "At least you will notice. It'd be worse if we're completely ignored. But personally, if they were going to tease me, I prefer they said nothing." I didn't have a thick enough skin to brush it off. In fact, I was so upset I wanted to die at times. At the same time, I was furious. But the one who stuck with me was Imeon. I met Imeon when I was still a university student, although we never actually met directly. We met an MMORPG. We got like 2 peas in a pod. When we get sick of a game, we move on to the next one together. We be at each other's throats sometimes too, like when one of us would blow it on a co-op game like an FPS. If we were grinding levels in an RPG, we would have in-depth talks about the menu system and whatnot. Our preferences were almost one and the same when it came to being on the consumer end. I eventually noticed we were chatting almost every day. Our online correspondence continued for years, but I'd never suggested meeting up. Nor had he. It was like we had no interest in doing so, but it's more like there was no reason to. In some ways, being online gave us a far more real connection than meeting face to face. Not knowing his real name or where he lived, that, in fact, might have been the reason it was so easy to have him as a friend. If I had to say what I knew about Imeon, was that he was a guy about my age who liked mostly the same stuff. In about 2 years after starting Ryomi Heaven, I had no real steady job and was piddling around with game projects at home. Had 5 releases so far. My site was becoming a bizarre hangout for the regulars only. It was about that time I got a message from a woman. "Hello." Wait, how did you read these?
Isn't this maybe Imeon?
No. You do it, because I say so.
Okay. Hello. I really like your games.
Her online name was Giselle. After running the
see.
site for 2 years, some decent reviews started coming in. But there had never, ever been someone like her who wrote with such politeness and, moreover, a sense of passion in her responses. She had written extensively in reaction to each of my games released thus far.
I can't believe how into Fairy House I am right now. It's so different than anything that's out. I'm at the point where whenever I see a fireplace, I can't help but think of it. I don't know. I just feel like I have friends in my computer now. Like I have someone I can talk to, like maybe a counselor? I can completely talk to them about anything. My little fairies. And once I got used to the illustrations, they just got cuter and cuter, and Crash Moon is just so neat. It's, what do you call it, a block game? It was so easy to get into. And I messed up so many times, destroying the whole world. I think on the 3rd level I set a new record. I see your 3rd game is a visual novel. That's kind of surprising. It's so cool that you can write too. Although the story was a little dark and kind of made me sad. Do you ever write happier stories? I want to read more of the things that you write. Maybe something about young love, or the game title is Beyond Heaven? How surprising! It's the same as the site. Is the Royaume that you imagine something like this world? There's no monsters or items, but I never get bored playing it. Were the people who left the notes meant to lead you? Or were those people lost in Royaume to begin with? The 5th one! I never expected it to be a rhythm game, lol. It's such a funny theme. Hitting the heart to the beat is a little weird for girls, but that might be what's so neat about you. Oh, I mean, I thought so at first, but after a little bit it got so fun, and now I can't put it down. I might be addicted, but it's really so amazing that you can make such unique indie games like this.
Her adorably newbie responses were actually a breath of fresh air. She wrote no criticisms, constructive or otherwise, just simple accounts of her enjoyment. It was made me a cringe and embarrassment reading them, suppressing my giddiness, but also the larger sense of shock. I copied her messages and forwarded them to Imeon. It took me a whole week to reply to her. I had no idea what to say. I was supposed to be thanking her, but I felt an odd pressure writing my replies. I started to stress over it. Maybe she doesn't want to reply. Who would be happy getting a response from me? Maybe she just wanted to write something. I started getting really pessimistic about it all. I felt like I would end up destroying her built-up image of who Dark Knight was. Dark Knight is nothing special. He's a loser. He slams society. He even struggles to pay his taxes. Has no steady job, and he squanders his time in MMOs. And to top it off, he's nearing 30. If he was really unique, he would have been famous long ago. He's anything but, though. So, I was scared to think her illusion would be broken. I thought that I, Giselle, couldn't live up to my users' expectations. But in the end, no matter how many times I tried to stop myself, I expressed my gratitude. I genuinely wanted to give her my thanks.
You better bring it, because I'm picturing Bruce Wayne. I'm so glad. I thought I was maybe bothering you with my comments. I'm so happy you replied.
Giselle again replied with her usual excitement. And to someone lame like me, she didn't offer an unexpected proposition.
It's a little hard for me to express myself online. If it's okay with you, if it's not an inconvenience, just one time even, would you be willing to meet with me?
I should have refused her. I should have come. I should have turned back. In this downtown area of Paris, my regrets were slowly consuming me. We agreed to meet in a cafe. She gave me both the name and address of the place, so there was no mistake. Our planned meeting time was steadily encroaching upon me. I live in downtown Paris, so it wasn't hard to get here, but for her to suggest this cafe must have meant that she did too. To reach out to as many users as possible, I made all my game site contents in English. So to have someone actually want to meet like this was phenomenally unlikely. I just realized that moments before, she was French as well. Moreover, live in Paris. In the endless ocean of the internet, she found my random French website. She took a liking to my games, so much that she wanted to meet me. Isn't this a little too convenient? Could this just be one of my former classmate coworkers who found my site and was toying with me? I must have just wanted to laugh at my expense. They could lure me out with a girl. It's quite possible. No, wait. That's the only thing this could possibly be. Who the hell plotted this? It was him or maybe him. It doesn't matter. I have to act now that I figured it out. I'll go home. Not a moment to lose. Right now. I won't be the butt of their joke. Excuse me, can I have it checked? Moments before the appointed time and at the limit of my calm, I asked for her to check when. The cafe door opened and the chilly clang of the cowbell on top rang throughout the room. And then, long, silky black hair, her eyes the color of jade. Shockingly clear. They froze me in place. I looked at her and was relatively sure that I had a dumbstruck look on my face. And her, well, at the initial surprise of seeing my face, with a smile, a brilliantly warm smile. I feel like the first time I've ever seen such a shimmering smile. She looked to me and spoke.
That you, Dark Knight?
From the bottom of my soul, I regretted not telling her my real name. In the vague outline that I had, the main character and his party went to the starting village first. We wouldn't have any equipment unless we get outfitted, so it's as cliche as it can get in terms of RPG progression. But now I was gripped with regret. Why did I try and be unique and have the main character start in a graveyard? Why oh why? Could not have him start out in a town. Now, here I was, being forced to find the faults with my game person. Nellie? Nika?
I think she's unmuted, but she might be having trouble.
Maybe connection issues again?
Okay, we'll just wait for a little bit. Let me know if she sees say something.
Will do.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
We hear
can
you now.
No.
Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Whoa, hey! We can't make any progress like this. Do something about it, Mr. Grado.
All I did was make the outline for this. Any issues with story progress is not my response to.
We don't get to weasel your way out of this.
Hey, Nellie! Don't be so loud. You're gonna notice us.
We were trying to be silent in the bush, but we weren't incapable of that. And now we have a very real, unreal something before us. Something that shouldn't even exist. What could us real people possibly do against it? Yep, there it is. Living and breathing. Wriggling around. A fictional being. Look!
We're about to die to a level 1 slime.
What can we do about it?
What? It's so gross how it moves.
Wait, hang on, just calm down. Seeing the real thing makes me want to turn away, but it's merely a slime. A slime is the enemy monster that often appears in the early stages of a game. It's meant to be something you can beat even at level 1.
Beat it? That? Are you seriously suggesting that?
I was hoping maybe you would.
You're supposed to be a hero. You spineless dummy.
I'm not the hero because I wanted to be. Hey, that's a rude way of putting it. Nellie?
You say beat it. We're just regular people. We don't even know if we have levels to begin with.
If we're actually characters in the game here, I'd at least like to see some sort of status menu. We just seem like ourselves.
This still doesn't feel real at all. Right, I've of course never seen that creature with my own eyes.
Maybe the NPCs in the games feel like this too?
Feel like... how?
When we play games, we make them jump into battle with no hesitation. But actually, like, what kind of creature is that? Or how strong is it? Or whether it's something we should fight? Or how to fight in the first place? Aren't they completely clueless, too? So maybe they're really scared? Facing a monster without having any idea what lies ahead?
I never actually thought about that. Well, games are just that, games. The characters have the ability to fight from the onset. They're not average people.
Well, whatever. It's impossible for us to try and take that on. I think all we can do is wait until it goes somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, that's settled. Let's stay quiet here for a while. All stress is exhausting me.
Huh?
This a cushion? There's something soft against my butt.
Nellie, you're sitting on...
Huh?
That's...
What do you mean, that?
What else would I...
You need to be more specific, please.
It's here!
I mean, it was here all along. Calm down. That's not a word.
Hey, wait! That one over there can see us too! What?
Big brother,
You're tagged.
What? Tagged?
Allow me to explain. The mark means you're being targeted by the enemy. For the most part, the closest character or the last one that inflicts damage will be tagged. However, there are also enemies with skills to target your support characters.
Yeah, thanks for the long-winded explanation. So wait, I'm in serious danger here.
Great diversion for us, Mell.
Get real, you whack job.
We should not forget your valiant sacrifice.
Don't just sacrifice me. Whoa, it's moving.
Nellie, we're supposed to be a mage? Can't you, I don't know, use some kind of range magic that hits both of them?
Aren't you the creator of this? Did you make all these spells?
Just a moment, please. I'll try to remember.
Remember faster.
I think something like something like crack or something like zip, something like whoosh.
What's with the cliche names everyone's heard before?
Well, it's only an outline, so don't blame me.
No originality?
Hey, that's one of 3 forbidden words to say to your creator.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I should chant those, right? Oh, I'll try it out. Something. Something. Doing the words, magic.
Big surprise. Copperhead screwing the little guys again.
Hey, can I slap you? Just one good slap. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed right off the bat by a starter mob. Level 1.
Get up.
If we go straight ahead, we should get into the town. Full speed until we get there.
It looks like they're not following.
The tag is off me. So it looks like we made it to Starter Village somehow. But they seem to disappear the moment we got into town.
It's because the tag was automatically taken off.
You have lovely bad endurance.
I've never seen such an uninspiring hero.
I haven't ran since college at all.
Even still, this is just pathetic.
I hope I don't turn out like this as an adult.
You two
Right?
just had too much energy. Damn, you're not even out of breath at all. This is youth.
What do you mean that the tag was automatically taken off?
Typical most RPGs, monsters are allowed into the towns. When we exit the world map, we enter the town area. The monsters, now without a target, will either return to their original locations or simply wander around outside of town.
Oh, so it's a system thing. Well, as long as we're safe. What's up, Nellie?
Doesn't something about here feel funny? I put it, the vibe is just really off. I can't hear people talking, and it seems bustling with activity, but something's weird.
Weird?
Background sounds are looping.
Huh? What? What'd you say?
Like the BGM, all the other background sounds that are looping. The actual activity of the town is just the sounds giving that impression. I think if we go to the town center, we'll just see that. This is monsters acting according to some kind of system.
I see. So the people will be the same way.
Correct. The NPCs aren't actually talking with one another. They're merely doing movements that look like they are, and sounds are really related.
Either way, let's get to the town center.
Our prediction was on the mark. The people wandering around town, just like the monsters, only had uniform route movements. They went back and forth in the same course. They were typical NPCs. The NPCs had a total of 5 different appearances. You could see the same models over and over. At a glance, they looked no different from regular humans. They weren't artificial like dolls. That almost made it scarier. All in all, it was really unsettling. When we walked up and spoke to them, they replied with only short, set phrases. Whether sure is good or been so busy lately. Nothing else. The same expressions. The same phrase over and over. My first suspicion that this was some kind of elaborate hoax, but it was quickly starting to crumble away. For a trick like this, there was no way it could get together this many identical people. But, in that case, what in the world were we seeing here? Illusion? A hallucination? Or was it a dream? Deep down, I really didn't want to believe it was a game world.
Hey! That guy! He's different from the rest!
Mystified by the place we found ourselves in, we were mostly silent. Nellie broke that silence with a helpful shout. Though it did sound a little forced.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, do you think he's in the same situation as us?
Ahead of us was a lone girl who looked like a nun.
Excuse me? Can we ask you something, please?
Nellie?
Greetings, good travelers. This is Nahala Village.
Huh?
Huh? It's not starting village?
What?
Recently, we are plagued by the monsters that have inhabited the nearby cave.
That wasn't what I wanted to ask.
So you will rid us of them? Thank you ever so much, kind travelers.
What? Wait a second here. Who decided that?
If you pay a visit to the village lord, he will surely provide you with travel funds and equipment. The lord's castle is directly ahead at the end of this road.
No, don't tell me you're also
I pray for your good fortune ahead.
an NPC.
He seems unique among the others. So why is...
You're messing with us, right? You're like us, and you can talk normally, right?
Greetings, good travelers. This is Nahala Village. Recently, we are plagued by the monsters that have inhabited the nearby cave.
Oh...
So you'll rid us of them? Thank you ever so much, good travelers.
Say something else, please.
If you pay a village to the village lord, he will surely provide you with travel funds and equipment. The lord's castle is directly ahead at the end of this road.
Forget it.
I pray for your good fortune ahead.
Oh, this sucks. I was in the will to go on.
Greetings, good travelers. This is Nahela Village. Recently, we were plagued by the monsters that have inhabited the nearby cave.
Already, we got it!
Let's put some distance between her and us.
Please.
It's registering us as trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
If she's an NPC, they should at least make her look like the others. I got excited for nothing.
She may be a special NPC.
What does that mean?
Some NPCs have unique roles given to them, so they make the character stand out from the mob. She may be important later on.
An NPC is still an NPC.
Well, true.
Fine. Thinking is getting us nowhere. But wait, this town actually has a name. Did you think of that in the outline?
Yeah. I guess I thought of it, but there are placeholder names.
I just thought of some random ones that sound like they would work.
Hang on. Ayala.
If you spell that backwards, why did you steal the name of the first village from something so famous?
Could at least call it a homage.
Have you ever heard of something called originality?
I told you to never use that word in front of a creator.
Yes, anyways, let's just keep moving. The Lord's castle is ahead of us, right? That's where we should go, right?
I just can't wait to see what lies ahead in this stupid story.
Stop running your mouth off.
Come on, let's get a move on. Stop walking. Come on.
Jordan?
Damn it!
That was someone just shouting just now.
No way. Maybe it's not an NPC this time?
What is wrong with you all? You only say the same things over and over and grab me when I try and leave. I'll destroy you, you vermin.
He's actually speaking.
He's getting angry at the NPCs.
Why don't you try and say something else for once? You damn zombies should just... Huh? And just, who are you? Another one of these who can only say the same thing?
No, we're not NPCs. I think we may be in the same situation as you. When we came to, we found ourselves in 7th Lair.
Oh god, there's another person here besides us! Yay!
Really? Are you all really different from them?
Yeah, really. We moving completely by our own consciousness. Why do you say it like that? We're not NPCs.
He looks like he's about to cry.
I see. Good.
Oh, he snapped himself out of it.
But what on earth is going on here? I thought to go outside to inspect, but every time I did, they grabbed me and pulled me back here. And they did it without a single expression on their faces. It was so grossly bizarre. What is the meaning of this?
Well, let's just calm down. Next to the human man before us was another who looked like an attendant, standing still, also expressionless. We're certainly an NPC of the castle.
How am I supposed to calm down? Just try and imagine the insanity I had to deal with.
What's hard? I understand.
No! You see, it isn't fear in the slightest that I felt. I really wanted to express how uncomfortable it was.
Huh? Wait, are you one of those cringy betas?
I hope he's not one of those internet tough guys.
Who do you think you're speaking to?
The Lord?
No! I'm Jacopo Berzati, elite youth of the almighty NVC Corporation.
He just labeled himself an elite.
What? NVC?
Do not tell me that you don't know NVC.
No, I don't.
You don't either.
Good grief. I should have expected as much from kids. Hey, you stick-in-the-mud long-haired freak. You surely know of it.
Well, sorry, I'm not the most exciting person to you. Yeah. It's a pretty famous international company. The recent stock gains have been particularly impressive.
Isn't it? It's the cream of the crop, after all. So, why is an elite member of an elite corporation being subjected to this? Offer me an explanation, now.
Okay, then, I'll explain.
So, what you're saying is you understand nothing, am I right?
Yes. So we were left with no choice but to progress with the game.
Progress with the game, you say? But you said you're the owner of that cringy little site. To think Dark Dork wasn't some middle schooler but a full-grown adult. Pardon me for that.
Hey, you trying to start a fight?
So, did you know about the yummy inheritance too?
Yeah, I'm in the same position as you halflings. I too downloaded the April Fool's game. I post on the site under the name JB.
Was wondering why I had an angry deja vu feeling. It's him.
The troll JB.
Don't blame me. DK is the one at fault for having paper-thin skin. Come on. I'm gracing that lame site on the internet with my... The user is God, if I'm not mistaken. Shouldn't you be a bit more thankful? Yet you respond indignantly without a thread of thanks. Shouldn't you be saying, thank you humbly for your generous opinion? Speechless. I see.
I hope you get laid off and starve to death, you piece of trash.
Hey, that really hurt him. Oh, the poor guy.
How can you not see that I'm the one who's hurting here?
Now then, you said you were progressing forward with the game?
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen if we just stand around.
Well, do your best. I shall wait here for your report.
Huh?
There are monsters or some such outside, yes? Who in their right mind would willingly join you hooligans on such an outing? This is most certainly something for underlings to...
Nellie? Kelly.
Natalie is. Yeah. Oh,
Hello?
hello.
Sorry, out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, our valiant lord, are you truly saying that you yourself will venture out to eradicate the fiends?
Please.
Oh,
sorry. That's your line, that's your...
Oh, okay. Please do no such thing, my lord. What shall become of the castle should something happen to you?
You? Stop it. I never implied that I would...
Rectifying the problems of the land is the duty of the lord. I understand. Ah, what a truly noble man you are.
Do you possess ears?
Very well. We shall all await your safe and sound return. Please leave everything here to us in your absence.
Listen to me!
I pray for your victory, my lord.
God damn it!
JB was taken forcefully out of the castle.
I guess he was supposed to join us as part of the game.
Let's head out and meet up with him. Oh, come on, no reason to pout. You should look on the bright side. You can move around as you please, right?
But what does this mean? Before, I couldn't get outside, no matter what I tried.
Probably a flag, if I had to guess.
Huh? Flag?
If we didn't clear the event of Lord becomes an ally, then the Lord was probably restricted to that room.
I'm the character here, you insolent. Well, it is how it is. I'll grace you all with my presence. But listen, you'll be the ones taking care of the monsters. Are we clear? Unlike you all, I have aspirations and a potential back in the real world. I can't let anything happen to me here.
If we end up getting killed by monsters, what's gonna happen to us?
That's a topic I don't want to think about. Is it element of the game, or will we lose our actual lives?
No, test it. No.
We're on the same boat, I'm sure. I don't want to test it. I don't want to take the risk. Well, me too. If I die, Giselle, die without seeing you again. I just can't.
Can we save the game?
Oh wow, the timing of that. I just meant it like in like the actual game itself.
I'm playing to stop and save there anyways.
Wow, that was perfect.
That's some irony right there.